Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Snowy morning in western New York, as you can see here. We are headed in a tad early. I'm gonna clean barn for the next possibly couple weeks in the morning like I used to. Those of you longtime watchers, I say long time as if I've been on here forever. Those of you guys who've been watching for more than a couple months, remember I used to clean our new barn every morning, and then Jose took over for me. However, our calf manager is going to have a baby in the next couple weeks. So she is now off on maternity leave. So Jose is moving up to the calf barn. Prayers to her. Hope that all goes smooth. I'm excited for her. So I am going to get switched back to cleaning the barns in the morning, which I actually enjoy. I do like to, go through those dry cows every morning and that fresh group. That is something I enjoy doing, so I am relatively excited about that. What I'm not totally stoked about is today is the day I am taking our two Thorson heifers up to Lambs to get IVF'd. And the roads look like this. And the further west you go, generally, the worse they get. Because that's, you're headed towards the lake. So, yeah. We'll see how long this keeps up for, but this is some pretty gnarly stuff here. So follow along, guys. Punch that like and subscribe button. See what we get into here today. I mean, see if we could just keep between the ditches, as those bumper stickers say. I love those bumper stickers. Keep between the ditches. That's my favorite. Anyways, rambling. Wow, this is gnarly. All right, let's get after it. Well, we are officially in four-wheel drive. I just spun out in a little gully back there. Couldn't make it up the hill. Yeah, we did in fact keep between the ditches, but barely. So now we are in four-wheel drive. 10-minute ride is turning into a 15 to 20-minute ride here. So, yeah, finally, we're gonna have a white Christmas, I hope. I hope this sticks around. But my luck, it'll turn out to be 60 degrees next week, and it'll all melt and make a muddy mess. But we shall see. We'll see. I mean, come on. I can't see anything. This always happens to me. I'm tempted to just hop off into the cornfield, and then at least I know I'm not going to go into a ditch. Well, almost got her there. Jeepers scrapers. And those are the lights of the farm. Whoa. Oh, this is gnarly. We're there. They've got a little nipple back there, huh, Harry? Oh my God. This is like windy, nasty, no good stuff. Well, we made it to the new barn. Took me a few times to get up the hill there. Cool. And the ladies are warm in here anyways. We are behind the 8 ball now. Usually I get this dry cow pen scraped before group 1. Group 1 is headed to the parlor, so we're gonna go down there and give them a hand. All right, guys, well, it's 10 after 8 already. Tyler's gonna clean the dry cows for me because I gotta get to going here. Probably 5 to 6 inches, and still obviously, as you can see, coming down very hard. Uncle Todd's gonna let me take his truck, which is the same as mine, but a gas. It's got brand new tires on it. I will explain why we are still going and not canceling when we're on the road. All right, well, it is 8:45. We are loaded down and headed west. Got the semen tank in the back of the truck. We are just gonna take it easy. If we're half hour late, hour late, I don't care if it's 2 hours late, that's probably better than putting this thing in the ditch. So yeah, we're just gonna roll on here. Yeah, wish me luck, guys. Well, 15 minutes later, we made it to Pavilion. It's usually a 5-minute ride. It's greasy, but the plow trucks did just come down through here. You can see they made a strip that way, and we're following a strip this way. But now we're behind a semi going 10 miles an hour. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. My real concern is on the other side of this town is the big hill. I'm curious what shape that is in. But we're gonna find out, and yeah, I'm just gonna say it again, wish me luck. Well, right as I was coming to that big hill, there's a stoplight at the bottom of Pavilion, and my phone quickly beeped at me and said that the road was closed. So we hooked a right, we're gonna take Route 20, which is a slightly flatter, gentler hill to get back to 63 where we just were. There must be an accident. It's only closed from here to Texaco Town, which is like 6 miles down. So if I take Route 20, that'll take me right into Texaco Town, which is where 63 opens back up. So just kind of, like I said, 15 mile an hour. We're still behind this Amazon driver. I'll give him one thing. He's cautious, and that's good. When we were coming down that hill, the hill's got a stoplight at the bottom. And yeah, I mean, he was right down at Granny Low. I'm assuming he could stop, but he clearly wanted to make sure he could stop when he got to the bottom. So shout out to him, because I'd say well over half of the semi drivers that roll up and down 63 don't have that kind of brains. So shout out to Amazon. Hell yeah. Well, we are currently stopped here. We're that close to 63. You guys can't see it. 63, there we go. It's right there with all those trucks. Just popped up on my scanner. There's a milk truck rollover. Driver's trapped in the truck. Mercy Flight's responding. So prayers out to him and whoever else is involved. Yeah, these roads are actually significantly better. I mean, as you guys can see, they're plowed, there's tracks, but now we're stopped for that. So, yeah, not sure we're gonna make it. I mean, we'll make it, but just not on our scheduled time, and that is fine. So the reason we were pressing to do it is it does cost thousands of dollars to IVF an animal. No different than a woman who is having issues getting pregnant and has to get IVF that costs thousands and thousands of dollars. It's the same with us, and it's a scheduled thing. They have their hormones all lined up for not only the donor but the recipients as well. So also, the phone said it was supposed to stop at 10, which it's currently 9:30, and it's not stopped, but it's definitely lightened up. So we figured by the time we got on the road, it would start to melt off, which it is starting to melt off. And it's where we're at, guys. All right, well, traffic was moving for a little while. I think we're still going. They're probably just directing traffic. We're finally at the corner. 63 and 20 meet right here at this gas station, which is clearly hopping with semis right now. They're the smart ones. The old Crosby's is probably selling more pizza and sodies than they have in quite a long time. I'll give them that. They're probably having themselves a dandy of a day there. Holy smokes. Looks like a truck stop. For reference, that is not a truck stop. Those trucks are literally parked in like what's, I believe, just a vacant lot. It looks like they just nosed her in and said, we're going to set right here. Which, again, that's probably the smart thing to do. At this point, I can't really turn around because the roads behind me are closed. And I'm over halfway there, so. Oh, well. All right, we are back under motion here. We're over by Lorop Farms. Taking a right onto East Road. This should take us back to 63. So 63 was still closed once I got through the intersection there. And as was transit. But we'll hit up East Road. And I mean, all things considered, the road's not...
Turn right onto East Road.
You guys are going to have to deal with that GPS. I apologize, but it is what it is. Yeah, so we're seeing some scenery that we don't usually get to see. Kind of crappy circumstances, but... you know, that is what it is. Just passed a semi with chains on it. That's the first time I've seen chains on something in a real long time. That's old school. I remember when I was a kid, sometimes the school buses would have chains on them. Now they just cancel school. All right, well, it's been about 10 minutes since that last clip. Snow stopped. They said it was going to stop at 10. It's 9:50. Now, I am not at all sold that it is done. Especially if the wind picks up. The wind picks up, that would really suck. But anyways, we're back up to 30 mile an hour. We're doing all right. Kids, you guys doing okay back there? All right then. Got the kids strapped in good and tight. Those of you guys who don't get that joke, that's the semen tank. There's millions of kids in that tank. Cattle, but kids. Run, run, Rudolph! Santa's gotta make it to town. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It was Leroy, the redneck reindeer, hooked to the front of the sleigh, delivering toys to all the good old boys and girls along the way. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. It's about enough of that. Alright, says we are 3 minutes out here, so that's pretty good. Roads, as you can see, are starting to thaw out. The salt's starting to do its thing. So, big farm up here. I think that's one of Lamb's heifer facilities or something. I could be very wrong. Don't quote me. I tell you what, there is some pretty serious ground out here. It's just open. Like, I think where we are is open, but we have some rolling hills. And people with real hills will absolutely laugh at me saying we have anything like hills. I realize there are worse hills, but we've got significantly more rolling hills than they do out here. Well, if you're gonna plow snow, you might as well do it with a 9R. 540 horse 9R on the blade, hell yeah. Got more facilities over there. Those are Lamb's calf facilities, that I do know. We went up and actually looked at these barns, these two barns on the end when designing our new barn. We looked at the ceiling and the cupolas. GPS says we're here. Jack said that'll be the barn on the left. So I guess we're headed up here. This guy's got, I don't know, what looks to be cabbage on his truck. Pretty sure it is. Alright, well, alright, up here, because he said there's like a white trailer, and I believe I see it. Figure out where to pull in and out. It looks like this is all I hope. Here we go. All right, guys. Well, mission accomplished. Got the 2 heifers all set. We are back on the road. We did get all of the drugs. We're gonna probably do those 2 heifers again here in about 2 weeks. So we got all the stuff we need to get them lined up again. They're gonna call with the results, so I don't know exactly how well they did. Unfortunately, the bull that we're using the bull Mikan. Apparently hasn't been doing so well for them. That's the Armson curse right there. Hard at work. So we'll hope for the best. If he doesn't work that good in a couple weeks, we'll use a different bull. Especially because the new proofs actually came out today. So curious to see how all these bulls and animals are doing anyways. But yeah, we are headed back home now. So that clip I took in there, I didn't want to be filming the whole time, but so what they do is they go in and all those little black dots that you guys seen, those are the follicles. And he said that you'll see there's like a little tube that sucks the fluid out of the follicle, and the eggs are in the follicle, and the eggs come out with the fluid. So they've got a little sample tube with all of the eggs in it. They get sent to a lab, they get tested and graded, and we sent the rack of that Mikan semen with them. They fertilize them, then they will bring all the fertilized eggs, whatever ones they got and were alive and healthy and all of that. They'll come out to the farm and they'll put them in all of the recipients that we just lined up. So that's kind of how that works. I actually wasn't overly familiar with the process because this is my first time actually getting to come up and do it. So it kind of worked out. The Jack had a surgery, so I got to come up and kind of see how it all works. So all in all, it was good. And the roads are now, they're not dry, they're wet, but they at least don't have snow all over them. So that's good. Like, we put the truck into 2-wheel drive. That's a big accomplishment. And we are headed back home. Heifers loaded up, semen tank, back strapped in the back seat. All in all, I hope it went really well. I hope we get good success out of it. Otherwise, that was a lot of headache to go through for not a lot of reward. But like I said, it is what it is, and it all worked out in the end. As soon as we get the results, I will be sure to let you guys know how well we did with this round. And like I said, we're going to start lining them up again for like 2 to 3 weeks from now. The cool part about IVF is you can actually IVF a pregnant heifer. So you can get eggs out of an animal that is already pregnant. So one of the 2 that we have is pregnant. And yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Versus conventional flushing, you are unable to do that, which is what we did when I grew up. I don't know much about the science behind that either because I was young. But anyways, yeah, we made it. Mission accomplished. Eastbound and down. Getting right after it. All right, guys, we're home. We got the heifers unloaded, semen tank put back in the herdsman's office. It's 1 o'clock. So again, it was supposed to be about a 50-minute ride up, turned into over 2 hours, and the ride home was great. Now back here, the wind is picking up now, so more than it was this morning. But at least it's not snowing. Blowing is better than snowing and blowing. Yeah. Anyways, headed home for lunch. We're gonna wrap this video up here. Gonna go home, have some lunch, build a snowman. The kids are off. It's my daughter's first ever snow day. It's kind of a big deal, so we got to make sure to take full advantage of it, build a snowman, maybe get the old Polaris out of the garage and rip around. And yeah, pretty excited about that actually. So thanks for watching, guys. We made it. That was good. No, we didn't go off the road. No animals were harmed. Again, I'll let you know about the results when we get them. And yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next one.